I failed. I failed, guys. I attended the cash flow game facilitated by Abang Abu, and you know what? I failed. I didn't get out of the rat race. I was embarrassingly stuck in the rat race and being a rat. But that was in the game. Now, why is it in real life that I become financially independent, financial freedom, or whatever? There's a reason for this. And I'm glad that I played the game without bias. I played the game for myself. So, there's hope for you. Stay on until the end of the video. Guys, good morning. I'm here to attend this seminar here on the cash flow game by Abang Abu. And the idea is simple. I missed out on all of this. I've been reading Robert Kiyosaki since 1997, but never really had a chance to do that cash flow game. Okay, I'm more of a Tony Robbins kind of guy, asymmetric trading, went into crypto, made already 2 million US dollars, going for the third million now. But I'm here to see what I miss. This is more of, to me, traditional finance, whereas on crypto, it's more of asymmetric, newer finance, fast money, not easy money, fast money. So I'm just here to see what I miss. And of course, as we go on in life, I want more simpler things, less drama than crypto. Crypto has too much drama. Let's see what I learned today. Look at that. Look at the dice. That's more than just a game, okay? So as I said, this really simulates your actual input, whatever you do, your actual habits. I mean, for example, Abu did ask how much money you had. I knew how much money I had. That's just a natural habit. Probably because early in my life I didn't know how much I had. Blew a lot of money away. Came back from overseas, had a lot of money. Totally blew it away. So made it a point there to know what you have, so that you can always be in a position to take opportunity. The second thing, if you look in Facebook now, there's a lot of cases whereby the founders get cheated by the stuff that they trust, right? Like this founder calculated losses of over RM, ringgit 400,000. That's a lot of money because of someone she trusts. That's again a habit. For example, when they gave us our salaries here in the cash flow game, some of it didn't tally. Did you know that? Do you know that the money coming in can be accounted for? This is your responsibility. Don't give other people the opportunity to take away from you. So real life lessons from the cash flow game. Maybe it could have saved someone 400,000 ringgit. It's a lot of money. This is the KIA training room now. Another real life thing that I saw has to do with property, okay? Because in the class, I saw that house that I bought earlier just went up and up and up. The problem with inflation now, isn't this what always happens? You wait and wait and wait and the property goes up. Oh my God, unless you're waiting for a crash, better go in, get the rental income quickly. Hey guys, so let's go through some of my notes from the first half of the class today. Well, we started out with the famous cash flow quadrant, EBSI, employee, self-employed like me, business owner and investor. And of course, you want to be on the business owner side or investor side. However, I just want you to note my case. I didn't go from employee to self-employed to business to investor. I went from investor, from employed to self-employed, straight away to investor because of the big breaks I got into crypto. Okay, like 2 million US dollars for that. Now, the thing is, when you are doing this, no matter how much money you make, because I make a lot in terms of cash, you have to find that cash flow. Okay, you have to find that passive income. That is so important here. And one thing that we saw in the game is that definitions. There's so many definitions like financial freedom, financially independent, millionaire. For example, millionaire, it is so misleading, right? What can a millionaire be? You can be net worth of $1 million. Well, that's no use if you don't have the liquidity. You can have made $1 million, which is not good also. My definition is you have $1 million to spend or 1 million ringgit to spend. The other thing is, if you want to know the definition of the rich, it's like the top 0.1% of the country. That is like net worth of 2.2 million ringgit, right? Or another way you do it, high net worth individual, that's even higher because then you need a net worth of 3 million, not including equity from your first house, which a lot of people find very difficult to do. But here are the things that I really learned from the first day of the class. The thing is that in our life, as we're playing the cash flow game, which really simulates real life, we forget about a lot of things, okay? We forget that we're supposed to build passive income. We get caught into our daily routines where there's a lot of emergencies. We fail to save. And just want to tell you an interesting story. I can see why I have never gotten to save for down payment for my houses and all that, even for them that made money. And even just now, I guess with my salary, this is a simulated salary and cash flow game of 13,000. I'm a doctor, got only one house. That is my habit. Okay, I just cannot save that salary for money, right? For the down payment. Maybe because I spend too much, maybe because of the lifestyle, whatever. You like fast cars and all that, so that's not going to do me any good. But what I have done in the beginning, at least to get that first big round of cash to invest into houses, to generate cash flow, to generate capital gain, was actually first, you guys have to realize, I worked overseas. I did invest in stocks, got smashed during the 1997 financial crisis. So it was by working through overseas that I finally got the break. And also the big deal, it always says here that if you want to go forward, you got to get the big deal. I got the big deal through my property, in Mutiara Damansara, made about 1.2 million ringgit. I got the big deal by refinancing an earlier house. So once again, I'm good at paying all the debts and all that, right? I'm good at paying all the expenses through salary. So that's how I refinanced the house, generated the down payment, did the big deal, made 1.2 million in a couple of years, like 12 years and all that, right? So again, really glad I came here because it kind of showed me about what I am. And one thing that I did ask Abang Abu is very simple. It's like, hey, how do you know you're independent? Like, what is the priority? Well, the priority, guys, is really making that cash flow, okay? Forget about being a millionaire, because in this journey, you're going to find it anyway. What you really want to do before all this is being financially independent, where your passive income exceeds your expenses. And again, for my story, again, you got to know the two crypto cycles. I made one US 1 million each. Third one coming up, I'm going to do another US 1 million because I'm just not good at saving whatever income I make. Do whatever makes you happy. I'm looking forward to the second game. Let's learn from it. That looks really good. So learned a lot in the first round. Now it's time to improve things for the second round of the cash flow game. One thing about the cash flow game is that it really simulates real life. If you are not trying to game the system and play it as it is, being the first time, hey, I didn't want to win. I just wanted to know myself. So in the second part, we were given another chance after the session before lunch. And here we had, the money. We had to record all of our transactions. You guys need to do that too. Basically, we were given some tips that the way to get out of the rat race is actually to take more risk. So as the game progressed, it was really obvious that I was stuck. Now, I was a doctor, big salary, 13,200, but I was really, really stuck in that rat race because of my inability to take risks, okay? I wanted to go for the smaller opportunities. I should have gone for the bigger opportunities. Now, when I did go after the bigger opportunities, again, I was very reluctant to borrow too much from the bank. I was so reluctant to over-leverage myself. Now, that reminds me of a problem of people who make a lot of money in their corporate careers. There's something actually for us to lose. Funnily, this also happened to another doctor in the group, and I also saw in Abang Abu's video that someone said that, getting 50,000 to 60,000 ringgit a month, you're still stuck in that rat race. True. I can confirm that. So after the game, I was quite envious. People were getting out of the rat race and celebrating while I was still going around in circles, going into the rat race. And This is why I love this game, because that is the situation in my real life. The inability to take risks. And after during the debrief, it was obvious that, you know, they were saying that we should have taken more risks, we should have JV'd with other people, which I did. So that helped me move a little bit up, but I should have bought more stocks. Okay, but all of these things are against my nature. You know, when you are at a higher rank, you have something to protect. It was really against my nature, so I didn't do that. I didn't do that in real life too. Okay, it was a steady progressive growth, and then it went up. And let me tell you what saved me. What saved me was this thing called Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Because through cryptocurrencies, I was able to invest, say, like 1,000 and get 100,000, right, for 100x gain. Whereas in the game, which is true, like you invest 1,000 in this stock, I forgot what its name was, it only went up like 4,000. See, you could have said, hey, why didn't you buy 5,000 worth of stock? Then you would have made like 5 times 4, 20K, right? But it's not in my nature to do that. But it's in my nature to buy 1,000. And in cryptocurrencies, the 1,000 can go to 20,000, 50,000, even 100,000. So that explains it, that I was still conservative. Now people say that, hey, Sensei, you made all this money in cryptocurrency. Maybe you're not conservative. You go all in. You trade every day and all that. Not true, guys. Not true. This is absolutely not true. I'm very conservative. The only thing is crypto allows me to choose which one is going to go up to the moon, and I choose that and I stick by it. So what do you think? Maybe Kiyosaki should change this game to incorporate Bitcoin, right? Because he's talking about Bitcoin. Maybe he should incorporate gold and silver also there, because gold and silver are not fake money. I really think he should do this, but the best thing about this game is finally I know myself more. I am my conservative self, probably because of the Bitcoin halving cycle. I don't think I'm going to change, okay? Because I do have a formula to go from basically not zero, go from whatever portfolio I have 50 times to make it 1 million. It's about 50K to 1 million in any currency that you want. So I'm going to stick by that, but definitely after this, I'll have to reconsider again, depending on the circumstances. So guys, I really, really recommend this game. You play it with Abang Abu, and it's really something different. It is going to change your mind. It has changed my mind a lot. Yes, he said that I wouldn't go to sleep and we'd think about many things. Quite sleepy because I didn't go to sleep. But then I got priorities. I got to make the 1 million US dollars again. So the clear mission is to go out of the rat race, is to buy property and business that cash flows. For example, when we buy property, the rental paid by the tenant is paying for it. So why are we afraid to go for a loan? We shouldn't be. And also business, as long as it positives cash flow, it is okay. Now, I did ask Abang Abu, what about this activity of mine, you know, putting like 1.5 million ringgit into IPOs, getting a return like 400,000 or 40%? No, that is not cash flow. So I'm going to have to restructure my portfolio after this. Of course, now it's the Bitcoin halving cycle where I'll be accumulating cash. But definitely after this cycle is over, it's like, where do I put this? Which property do I put this in that cash flows? Okay, there's a lot of choices there. I don't know whether I want that. I already have something here. So it's a very interesting game, but you really have to put your head to it. Yeah. Okay, guys, say bye to Abang Abu. So this course just now on cash flow is really a simulation of my life. Right. What happened before. So let's move to the next step. Hey, to the moon.
All right, man. All the